back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers Headlines in association with the guys over at Knees Up Mother Brown, kumb.com. Go and check out the website and their channel forum. Great content, great banter from West Ham fans all over the world. And as we normally do, we bring to you the news stories for today. And listen, it's transfer season. It's always going to be a busy time as a West Ham fan, isn't it? It depends on, there's going to be so many stories. The relentless stories are coming out. We're 10 days into the transfer window. There's been a few outgoings, and we'll talk about them very soon. And then there's been loads of links to players coming in to the club, and in particular, as we get started with the first story of today, and that is about Youssef En-Nesyri, who we did bring to you earlier on today, and the news broke yesterday about how West Ham have made an offer for David Moyes' long-term target, Youssef En-Nesyri, who currently plays for Sevilla and, of course, is the Moroccan international. Now, apparently West Ham were interested in an initial loan for the 25-year-old, but En-Nesyri now is stating, apparently according to reports in Spain, that he's not interested and is not ready to leave Spain yet. So what does that mean for West Ham and where we move forward? David Moyes has been a long-term admirer of En-Nesyri, even though he hasn't been firing on cylinders since our initial interest in him a few years ago. But the situation's the same for Sevilla. They're struggling as well in their league. And even though that he's not scored any goals this season in La Liga, he did score twice in 7 appearances at the World Cup as Morocco went to the semi-finals in Qatar. So that probably highlighted and rose his, situation or his value or his opinion by certain people. Now, like I said, he didn't register a goal in La Liga this term, and he only managed 5 in the 21-22 season. And like I said, Sevilla are in a similar predicament to West Ham, just outside the relegation zone on goal difference, which could make it much more difficult for West Ham to prize him away from Sevilla. But if the player is going to reject West Ham, we need to move on. If we rewind slightly back to the Carlos Bacca saga several years ago, where West Ham were really interested in bringing the Colombian to the club, and he declined us several times. He was playing at AC Milan at the time, and he declined us several times. And at the time, I felt like if West Ham had got the striker, he could have been the difference, even though he went on to, I can't remember who he signed for, and he didn't be prolific, or he wasn't fantastic when he signed for the club that he did sign for. I think he was a sort of player that could have helped. Now, Moyes has been an admirer of En-Nesyri for such a long time, but if he's going to reject the club, we need to put it to bed quickly and move on. Now, this is, let me remind you, reports suggesting that he is rejecting our contract or our offer as well. The initial offer apparently was West Ham looking to bring En-Nesyri in on loan with an option to buy, and Sevilla were open to the deal as long as there was an obligation to buy, so forcing West Ham's hand. And then I think there was a difference of what the transfer fee was, and I think his 2 goals in the World Cup the World Cup in Qatar raised his value a little bit. So maybe there was a difference in opinion there. But if En-Nesyri's not ready to leave the club, then we need to put this one to bed and move on from that one onwards. So leave your comments in and let me know your thoughts on En-Nesyri, Youssef En-Nesyri, potentially rejecting West Ham. Hopefully, I think he would be a quality player, I really do, even though he's not been banging left, right, and centre. But for me, it's about finding the right talent who can fit within the mix, and we definitely need someone to come in and challenge the front line, definitely. Anyway, we'll move on to the next story, and that is that Bradford have confirmed the signing of exciting winger Thierry Nevers on loan from West Ham. The 20-year-old arrives to the Bradford City Stadium on a deal until the end of the current season. Now, he was a prospect at Reading. He joined from Reading to West Ham back in June 2021, and he is a versatile forward. He can play in the left wing or up top as a striker, and in his first season at West Ham scored 9 times for the under-23s, so he's definitely another prospect and player to watch for the future. Now, he was on loan for the first half of the season with Newport County, scoring 1 goal and assisting 2 in 12 appearances for the club before being recalled by West Ham. And now he joins Mark Hughes' Bradford City, who sit 5th in the league with 39 points from 23 matches. So it's good challenge for him again. He went on and he said he was happy, excited to be there. He's grateful for the opportunity. He had a great welcome already and could not wait to get going. The manager has told me he believes in me and he likes what he sees. I want to force my way into the team and stay there to help us achieve our goals. He said, this is an ambitious club with high expectations, so I'm looking forward to coming here and playing for what I represent, which is the badge and the supporters. I have the experience at this level already, which is a challenge, but I learned a lot and I feel like I'm in a stronger position, technically, tactically, and mentally. I like to bring flair and entertainment, and I look forward to getting my head down, getting straight to business and battling for promotion. So what's interesting here is he is 20 years old, so he's on just the right side of the age group where you think if this is going to be his chance, he needs to absolutely tear it up in this league in order to come back to West Ham and be given his chance and his shot. We will wait and see what happens with Thierry Nevers, but we wish him all the best for the rest of the season, and fingers crossed he can smash it up and come back and give David Moyes something to think about. But we all know where David Moyes is when it comes to the young lads of West Ham, but fingers crossed we can start to see some change there. Anyway, that brings an end to your Hammers headlines for today. A nice early edition, because obviously we're talking about En-NESRYI as well, so we'll have to see what happens with the En-NESRYI story. We think it probably will grow arms and legs, but keep your eye on it as well. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit the thumbs up. There is a little bell notification. If you hit that bell notification, that will notify you when our shows do go live on the channel. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, you can also check out that as well. Thank you for watching, and of course, stay safe. Come on, you Irons.